streaks like this, the outer streaks, there's also a sign. Remember, the first thing you need to do, are you left-handed or right-handed? Right. Okay, so you're going to hold it nicely. Remember, the important thing is your grip. Once you're comfortable with this grip, that means you're going to do. Then you're going to wet it. Yes. Got it? Yeah. Remember, amen. Wherever he does it.
Oh!
There you go. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Yay!
And so the next step is to get the coconut peel out. Does anyone scrape coconut? Alright, family. Now this right here, this is what we refer to as harikati or coconut scraper. And you see what it basically is a piece of wood, and attached to the end of it is a metal with sharp edges. That's what we're going to use. Again, grip is very important. If I go like this, it doesn't fall off, that means it's a good grip. Now scraping is basically this. Now I'll start from the edges and then go my way side. Family, you see what I'm doing? This is the flake, coconut flakes. Why you use a brown coconut, which we refer to as an old coconut or ripe coconut, it's because it's the exact opposite of a young coconut. So a young coconut has more water, less meat. This one is just the opposite. Because it has a lot of meat, that means a lot of milk. A lot of milk means a lot of oil. So if you want to taste a coconut tree from Hawaii and you go to a completely different place, you could taste it, they're not the same. So the more tropical or the more humid the place is, most definitely the more sweet the water is. Yes. Yes. Okay, family, this is fresh coconut milk. You see that? So when it comes to coconut milk, the thicker the milk is, the more rich and creamy it is. So after we squeeze the milk, we put it in the container and we leave it out, exposed to the sunlight for 3 to 4 days. This is the lid, you can see. And the only thing that it should be protected from are flies. That's about it. Other than that, you want it fully exposed to the natural environment. After it's boiled, after 6 to 7 days, the next step is to cook it. So you're not going to filter it or do anything else. Straight from here, you're going to cook it in open fire for about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how hot the fire is. After you cook it, what happens is that there will be some coconut particles, they start to harden up, and that's what you'll have to remove before you actually get the oil. And once you cook it finish, you let it cool down. Once it's cooled down, you're going to strain it. When you strain it, you're left with only coconut oil. The family, like I mentioned, this one here is not the one that you used to consume. This is the coconut oil only to moisturize yourself. And the reason why, like I mentioned before, in the Fijian culture, we don't cook with oil. It's usually everything is cooked under earth oven or with coconut milk. Yes. And if you were to consume coconut oil, my advice would be to skip this part here. If you skip the spoiling part, the part with oil, it should be safe to consume. Any questions?
Here's the deal, families. If you like the bread, who do you think the cook was?
You.
Very good, you guys. And if you don't like the bread, who do you think the cook was?
You.
That one was wrong. Not me. So let's remember that. But in all seriousness, family, who do you think does the cooking in Tahiti? Any guesses? I heard the right answer, actually. What was that? The men. Close. That's right. The whole family does the cooking. We're the one island that's where it's the whole family that cooks. All the other islands of Polynesia, it's the men that do the cooking. So in Tahiti, traditionally, the woman would prepare the food as well as wrap the food. The men will prepare our underground oven, which we call an ahima'a. Can everyone say that for me? Ahima'a.
Ahima.
Very good. This is our earth oven or our underground oven. It takes about 5 to 8 hours to make anything with meat. So it takes a good amount of time. So we'd only have one hot meal a day. So that's why it's really important to make sure you help cook, otherwise you're not eating. Okay. The kids would go out and they'd actually gather rocks that we use for cooking, family. Now we have two types of rocks. We have the porous lava rock. Could I get a wow?
Wow.
Very good, you guys. And the smooth lava rock. Could I get an ooh?
Ooh.
Which one do you think we use in our earth oven right over here? If you think porous, make some noise. If you think smooth, make some noise.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, family, if you said smooth, congratulations. You are wrong. So we actually don't use this one in the underground oven because when it gets hot, it explodes.
Oh.
One of my cousins had one end up in their leg. It went boom in the fire. It wasn't very good. So we don't use this one in the earth oven. What we use this one for is mashing our food, breaking open our coconuts, and the one I know best is mothers using them to discipline their kids. I'm just kidding, family. So this lava rock will stay hot for 12 hours. That'll be at the very bottom of the oven. From there, we will take spine from the coconut leaf and we'll layer that across those hot rocks, family. What that does is it picks our food up and off that rock so it won't burn. It's basically just the grill of the oven. From there, we'll put our food on. Traditionally, it's wrapped in banana or coconut leaf. Nowadays, we wrap it in something very special we call Costco leaf.
Costco leaf.
Costco leaf, family. From there, we will then cover it with any type of green leaf. Those provide the moisture in the oven so our food does not burn. And then we bury it with dirt and let it cook. But don't worry, families. If you want to make it at home, we have all the ingredients right up here, and that's for a normal oven, so you don't have to dig a hole in your backyard if you're wanting to make it. But you guys have heard me talk enough. Go ahead and come forward, grab a toothpick, and stick a piece of coconut bread. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys. Families on this side, where are we all visiting from?